Mette here. This is going to be a slightly longer video, and that's on purpose. Because if you're deciding whether Copilot is worth paying for, you need enough information to make a qualified decision. You might be wondering, is Copilot actually worth paying extra for? And what does it really do that I'm not already doing with the free version? In this video, I'll give you the plain English answer. But let me say this up front. If it saves you even 1 hour a week, I think it's worth the money. First, let's get clear on what Copilot actually is. Copilot is Microsoft's AI assistant, and it's built into all your Microsoft 365 apps. You might have noticed Copilot icons appearing in many of your Microsoft apps already. Now here's where it originally was confusing for me, because there are actually different versions of Copilot, and Microsoft doesn't make it super obvious what is what. So let's clear the fog. If you have a Microsoft 365 business subscription, you might already have access to something called Copilot Chat. It's basically a chat window where you can ask questions, upload a file, and get help with things. Then there's the paid version, sometimes called the Copilot add-on or Microsoft 365 Copilot. So not Copilot Chat. This is an extra license on top of your existing subscription. And right now it's around $21 per user per month. That's on top of what you're already paying. And here is what changes when you pay for the add-on. Difference number one. It works inside your apps. So with the free version, Copilot Chat, it's a separate window. You write your document in Word, then switch over to Copilot Chat, paste your text in, ask for help, copy the answer back. It's a bit like having a smart colleague sitting in another room. With the paid add-on, Copilot is literally inside Word. There's a sidebar that knows what document you're working on. It can read what you've already written, suggest what comes next, rewrite a paragraph in a different tone, all without you copying and pasting anything. Concrete example. You're writing a proposal in Word, let's say, and with the free version, you'd copy your draft into Copilot Chat and ask, make this more professional, for example. With the paid version, you just click the Copilot button in your Word toolbar and you type, make this more professional. It reads your document and rewrites it right there. Difference number two, it knows your business. This one is big, I think. The free version of Copilot knows about the world. It can answer general questions, help you write things, summarize files you upload, but it doesn't know anything about your specific business. The paid version connects to something called Microsoft Graph, which is basically everything in your Microsoft 365 account. Your email, your calendar, your Teams conversations, documents stored in SharePoint or OneDrive. Concrete example. Imagine you're about to hop on a call with a client. You ask Copilot, catch me up on everything related to this client. With the paid version, it can pull from your email history with them, any documents you've shared, notes from past Teams calls. The free version can't do any of that. It has no idea who your clients are unless you tell it. Difference number three. Meetings in Teams. If you use Microsoft Teams for meetings, this is probably the most tangible difference for a lot of business owners. With the paid add-on, Copilot can join your Teams meetings and automatically take notes in real time. After the meeting, it gives you a summary and a list of action items. Who said what was decided, what needs to happen next. That's pretty cool. With the free version, none of that. You're back to taking your own notes or trying to remember what happened or getting a transcript and sorting through that or putting it in the chat window. Concrete example. You have a 45-minute project kickoff call with your team. With Copilot in Teams, You get out of that meeting with a clean summary and a task list automatically generated. Without it, someone has to write all that up manually, or it just doesn't happen. Difference number 4, Outlook and your email inbox. Most business owners I talk to spend a ridiculous amount of time in their inbox. And the free version of Copilot can help you write emails, sure, but only if you paste the context in yourself. It has no idea what's actually in your inbox. The paid version lives inside Outlook and can see your actual email history. That's a completely different experience. A concrete example of this. You're about to follow up with a client you haven't spoken to in 3 weeks. With the paid version, you open a new email, click Copilot, and say, draft a follow-up based on our recent conversations. It reads your actual email thread with that person, going back as far as it needs to, and writes a reply that's aware of everything that was said, what was promised, and what's still open. With the free version, you'd have to scroll back through the thread yourself, manually copy the relevant bits into Copilot Chat, and then paste the result back into Outlook. It can also proactively flag threads you haven't responded to, summarize a long back and forth into 2 sentences before you jump on a call, and help you triage your inbox when you come back from a few days away. All from inside Outlook, with zero copy pasting. Difference number 5, Excel and data analysis. If you work with spreadsheets, tracking sales, budgets, inventory, whatever, the paid version lets you talk to your data in plain English. Here's a concrete example. You have a spreadsheet with 6 months of sales data. You can ask which product had the biggest drop last month and why. And Copilot will actually analyze the data and give you an answer. No formulas, no pivot tables. Just ask the question. With the free version, you could copy and paste the data into Copilot Chat and ask the questions, but it's clunky and there are limits to how much data you can paste in at once. Before I get into who is this actually for, I'm curious. What is your biggest frustration with Microsoft 365 right now? Is it the meetings? The inbox? Just not knowing what half of it even does? Drop it in the comments. I read all of them, and honestly, your answers help me figure out what to make videos about next. So tell me, what's the one thing that drives you crazy? So now the real question, should you pay for it? Here's my honest take. The paid add-on is genuinely valuable if you tick at least 2 or 3 of these boxes. You're in a lot of meetings, especially on Teams, and note-taking is a real-time sync. You deal with high volume of emails and struggle to keep up with your inbox. You regularly write proposals, reports, or documents, and you want help generating first drafts. You work with spreadsheets and want to ask questions about your data without knowing Excel formulas. And last but not least, you have multiple team members and want to quickly get up to speed on what's happening across projects. On the other hand, if you mostly use Microsoft 365 for basic stuff, emails, simple documents, storing files, and you're already getting by fine, well, the free Copilot Chat is probably enough for now. The free version is actually pretty capable. It can summarize documents, help you write emails, answer questions, brainstorm ideas. If this covers what you need, there's no reason to spend an extra $21 per person per month. And honestly, if you're not sure, try the free version probably for a couple of weeks. Actually use it every day. If you keep hitting walls where you're thinking, I wish this could just see my emails, or I wish I didn't have to copy and paste everything, that's when you know the paid version would make a real difference. I am going to make some videos here that shows features with both the free and the paid version, so you might get inspired by one of the videos to make your decisions. Okay, one more thing before we wrap up, because Microsoft just announced something that's worth knowing about, especially if you're thinking about this long term. Yeah, so don't get a 1-year subscription. In May 2026, Microsoft seems to be launching 2 new things that are relevant to small businesses. The first is, as we speak, named Agent 365. Think of it as a control panel for AI agents. I'll teach you about that. Little automated helpers that can run tasks in the background on your behalf. Things like researching a topic, preparing a briefing, handling repetitive workflows, or triaging incoming requests. For most small businesses, this probably isn't day one stuff, but it's worth knowing that it exists, because Microsoft is clearly moving towards a world where AI isn't just answering your questions. It's actually doing work while you sleep. It's going to be an assistant doing real work for you. The second thing is a new top-tier bundle that might get the name Microsoft 365 E7. They're calling it the Frontier Suite. It looks like it's going to bundle together their existing E5 plan, the Copilot add-on, and the Agent 365 into one big package. The price right now seems to be around $99 per person per month, and that is enterprise territory. If you're a small business, this might not be for you right now. But what it does tell you is you get a sense of what direction Microsoft is heading in. They're bundling AI deeper and deeper into the product, which means that over time, more of this stuff will trickle down into the plans regular businesses actually use. The short version: if you are already in a lot of Teams meetings and your inbox is a mess, honestly, just get the add-on now, but pay month by month. Not just because of what it can do today, but because getting comfortable with the AI in your daily work is itself a competitive advantage. The businesses that are learning how to use these tools right now are going to be way ahead of the ones who wait until everything is perfectly bundled and figured out. If this helped clear things up, give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel. And if you've got questions about other Microsoft 365 AI stuff that confuses you, drop them in the comments and I'll make a video about it. Okay? It was a pleasure being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.